One. What's good, everybody? What's good? Welcome, welcome, welcome. I just was having a really wanting to talk, wanting us to have a good conversation this today. So many hot topics, so many things was going on these YouTube streets. A lot of it I know I've been missing. I've been in and out, catching bits and parts, and um. So my last live, I wanted to clarify something. Can y'all hear me? Let me see. Because I took my earpiece out. Let me maybe put it back in. Okay. So can y'all hear me? So hopefully. But anyway, I just want to get right into it. On the last live I did, I was saying that I really be so surprised. Okay, let me just back it up. So the last live I did, uh it was about a conversation that it wasn't here. It was at Daryl Long, right? And he basically was saying that Fatty was saying that a trans woman looked better than 95% of real women, natural born women, right? And he was asking the question was it true or something? And all the men were completely saying that means you like, because the way, okay, he was talking about one specific person. Trying to think of the damn name. Sydney Star, right? Which is a beautiful trans woman. I'm not knocking her, but he said that she was she looked better than 95% of the women on the planet. That is a direct quote. That is exactly what he said. To the best of my ability to remember, that Sydney Starr looks better than 95% of the women on the planet, right? And when I heard it, I was like, hmm. And the thing was, they were reviewing the Kendra G video with her, right? Where she proudly was saying, I'm a chick with a dick. And then even in that video, there was some guys that was walking behind her. She got up and used her man voice, the deep voice. Y'all niggas get out of here. And my thing to when I wanted to review it, I was basically saying women cannot try to compete against trans women, especially somebody who say they are a chick with a dick. Listen, we don't have the capability. But what really shocked me, it wasn't the men that was going against this theory, because they were like, hell no, dude, she got a dick, right? So it was the women, you know, who were co-signing. And I was just like, Taz had said something. He was like, have black women been beat down so much that they are going to allow themselves to be compared to a man with a dick? I mean, biologically, we just different. I wasn't born with that. That was my only thing, because you can like who you like. I can respect if that's what you like, but don't compare them to women, right? That's my thing. It's always shitting on us, and that's where I stand on it. But The truth is, even those women who were kind of siding with him, the reason why I didn't want to say the name is because I honestly like them. I think they're hilarious. They're funny. They have a lot of good points, a lot of good topics, right? Um, but does that mean I gotta agree with them when I think they're wrong? No. This is the crazy world of YouTube we live in. So if you say something and I think, why is she agreeing with his butt? Right? That does not mean I don't like you. By no means. That just means I'm puzzled. I'm like, what the hell in the real world is going on? Because I felt like they had enough men conversating about that subject where the women should have just fell back. Because first of all, the topic was what men like. It wasn't what women like. So to me, let the men answer for what they like. That was the biggest thing I was thinking. Like, why in the hell are women jumping in on what? Because I can't see myself saying to men what you should like. Because what you like is what you like, right? Now, I don't agree that one man can speak for all men, or even 10 men, or 100 men. You can't speak for what every man. But if you're saying what men like, I would prefer to hear what men like from men, right? Not from women. And because I also have a pet peeve when these men tell, well, the natural state of a woman is to be submissive. That is freaking lies. When I hear men try to say and dictate what women like and what women want, and it's something I've never even thought that I wanted. So I do have the opposite. So when those subjects come up, I do want the opposite, whoever they're pointing those questions to answer. It's not that I'm trying to, dismiss how you feel about something, but give them the opportunity to mind those thoughts out. And then you say, well, I agree with this, I don't agree. Because at the end of the day, I'm not a man. I'm not going to sit up here and say, well, men like this. I can tell you what I think my husband like. I can tell you what I think my immediate people like, right? But on a subject of sexual connection or whatever, I'm not going to sit up here and try to tell you what I think the opposite sex likes or something. So I just wanted to clarify that because I don't like that foolishness. I'm not, even with the thing with race, I don't have a problem with people marrying out, dating out. Give me 1 second. Yeah, I think I am gonna have a sinuplasty because these sinuses ain't never letting up on me. But uh, anyway, what I was saying. So even with the racial thing, I don't have a problem with anybody marrying out, digging out, any of that, because like who you like, love who you love. All I say on that is make sure there is not about a race, right? So if you're going to be with somebody, don't be with them because you hate yourself. Don't be with a different race of a person because you hate your people. That's all I'm saying. If you start to just happily be somewhere and somebody of a different culture or race flirt with you and you think they're attractive and you flirting back with them and y'all get a natural connection, a natural bond, cool. That's 100 with me. But to sit up here and say, I'm going to purposely go out and find somebody because black men ain't shit, I think you are doing a harm to yourself. If a man say, I am going to go out and find this race of women because black women ain't shit, I personally, it's the same thing I feel for the men and the women. You are doing a disservice to yourself. You really need to go to therapy or something, because you are, I'm gonna just say it, I feel like it's cooning. I think it's so much cooning going on YouTube. If I'm gonna say, I like it when I hear the ladies now say they're just gonna take a chance and date because I listen, I know for a long time, black women just refused to date anybody other than black men because that was the way it was raised. You were raised to stick to your race, even though we saw the men didn't have to. That was what was told to the women. Now I'm hearing women saying, I'm going to keep all doors open and blah, blah, blah. That to me is good. That to me is not saying you, is not self hatred. I think that there's good people in all these races. I think there are people who um, are very genuine and beautiful in all the races, honestly. It's just get in where you fit in, but don't go in somewhere else because you don't like a piece of yourself, because you don't like the counterpart of your own race. That's my advice on that. Um, yeah, I know I still have my same stance. I do think more black women should try to because it's just so many more. I have the same stance. And but I do hear, and I'm gonna just say her name. Um, and I don't have a problem with this woman, so don't come for me. But divested zealot, you go to me, it's the same cooning as the passport bros. And I'm just telling y'all that some of these people say things, and it's not that I have a problem with her at all. I think she's funny, but I don't even really listen to her, to be honest with you. But the few times I have, somebody will review her or something, it would be funny, but it is very destructive too, right? So it's not that I have a hate or nothing, but yeah, I do think it's cooning because I think if I think of a man say he only would date white women or out the race, if I think that's a self hatred of himself, I still think it's a self hatred or cooning on the woman part. Now, that's just what I think. Now, what I want else. I don't know. I just feel like it's a lot of things that's said on YouTube that people, okay, let's see. Russell Simmons. You know, I've been saying this about Russell, Jay-Z, all of them were with underage girls. You got to remember his wife Kimora. She was 16. She was a model, right? When he got with her. A lot of these women got taken advantage very, very young. And the narrative that she used him and all of this here, I have been watching the men who say she gamed him and this, that, and the other. If he's that slow that he 30 and she's 16, that he was getting played by her, you know, there is a reason. Nothing. I don't even want to go that deep into it, but listen, pay attention to the people who support predators. I say watch them more than an actual predator. Once that predator is caught and confirmed, the ones who support them, and I'm not just talking about the men, it's so much dangerous women out here, just like there are dangerous men. And because the woman don't commit the act, but they support it, they hold the secrets, they hide it, they blame the woman. When Kimora was very young, she was introduced to this powerful mogul. She was in fashion shoots in Paris and this and the other. And yeah, she was romanced, right? And worked out for a little while. They got married, had some babies. And then his controlling and narcissistic because you're a child. So this is the thing. When men get with children, Children are used to having curfews, rules, blah, blah, blah. She's not a full adult, so she's used to being controlled. This is why they like to get with young kids. They get with them because young people have all these rules and they're so used to people putting those rules, their parents on them, that when they get with somebody who they think they love, this is just the rules, right? But then they start feeling like, I want equal power. I don't like these rules no more. I feel like I'm old enough to make my own decisions. But for those men, they don't ever think that you should. That's why they go after children. And it always sickened me anytime anybody would blame. I would not. I don't care if she set the damn house on fire. Anytime you get with children, I don't care what happens. You shouldn't have been with that young person. Ain't no way I'm gonna say a 30-year-old should be with a 16-year-old and think it was something equal. But we have to watch it because there are women who only are going to hate on the women. They only everything. Listen, why do you think incest in families was hidden so long? It wasn't just that the uncle or whoever did it. It was women. I don't want my son going to jail. Oh, she lying, y'all. It was women that covered that shit up. They might not have been the one to do it, but they damn sure kept it going because they covered it up. And it's the same way now. When you see a man attack a woman and say all kind of horrible things, and then a woman try to defend herself, and then you get 10 women to jump down her throat. You see what I'm saying? Those are women that you need to, they are enablers. They are very abusive. So anyway, anybody wanted to say anything? Come on up. No? Well, what else is a hot topic? The Cynthia G and J Prince. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, it was hilarious for me. It was so funny. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I was trolling Cynthia G, I would have did it just like him. Cause the black woman, the black man is always. But the truth is, I don't think he be trolling. Yeah. Oh, you know what else I wanted to talk about? You know what? I'm gonna come back because I need to take my dog to the vet in 30 minutes. So I'm gonna come back because you know what I wanted to say about that whole damn fatty situation. I'm gonna title that one "Shock Jock." Just think about this, you guys. We're gonna have this conversation about shock jocks. I think he said that shit about Sydney Star looking better than 95% of women on the planet, just as a shock jock, just to throw something out there to be a hot topic and get us all chit chatting about it. For real. Now it's funny. It's something to be arguing about, right? Have a good debates about, and then you want to question people's sexuality. So it's a good hot topic, right? But is that shit true? We gotta really be watching these people who throw out these hot, tantalizing things. Do they even mean that crap in their own mind? So that's something else I wanted to talk about. So after I bring Rocky to the vet, I'll be back. Because I have nothing else to do after that. I don't think. No, nothing. All right, bye bye.